before you think I'm all that, I want to tell you some of the stuff I did. When I was 19 years old, I was smoking dope, and Dan's brother and I were running around. I was dodging the draft, and he jumped out of the car and grabbed an old lady's purse. And I took half the money, and he came back and said, "Let's do that again." And I said, "No, I ain't never going to do that again." He goes, "Why not? You're already implicated." And so I did again, 18 times. I got arrested, thrown in Rocky View jail, I think that time. And my mom and Pearl came and saw me. And it's the worst thing I ever did. Now, some people may dispute that, but to me, that's the worst thing I ever did. So now what I want you to do is think about the worst thing you ever did. Think about it. I know for some of you that might take a minute, but think of the worst thing you ever did, Mark. I know what it is. Now, I mean seriously, think about it. Now, think about this, being free from it. Think about taking that thing you did, even Brenda, I know what she did, and taking that and not only forgiving yourself, but taking that worst thing and using it to inspire you to help other people. That's my story right there. Tonight there were two girls here. Nancy and I had 2.5 years clean. God knows why we took young girls into our home. And they were little criminal addicts, a lot like Linda. And, with an attitude. And so I would take them to meetings. I would take 2 different young, sometimes 3 little girls to a meeting every night and try to fight the boys off of them. And so what we learned, and I watched Nancy do and give unconditional love. I watched it. It was amazing. She has a natural gift for that. And I learned from her how to be a giver. And so we did that for 5 years, and my sponsor, Perry, who's not with us anymore, came up to me, and I had about 8 years, and we were detoxing from having those girls. I mean, it was like hunting deer some nights. They'd be running, I'd be chasing them down, and I'd catch them. And he said, "How many of those purses did you steal?" And I said, "Well, 18. And he said, "How many of those young girls have lived in your home?" And I said, "Wow, man, 18. And he said, "Are you going to help those girls for the rest of your life and be there for them?" And I said, "You know I am." And he said, "Well, maybe. Maybe you can get some relief finally for all the bad you did to those old ladies." And I never would have thought of it. I'd have screwed it up if I did. And I finally got some relief. I could finally look at old ladies when I'm walking down the street. I feel terrible. And so 2 of those girls were here tonight. And it was so beautiful to see them. And that's my story. That's what can happen. That sponsor died just a few years after that. And that's when I hooked up with Jackie. I think then I got the hepatitis C scare. I found out about that. Then Nancy and I separated. Then I got cancer after I was with Jeanette. Then what? Oh, TB. Oh, the TB almost killed me. And right after that, what really almost killed me was my insanity over a girl. She was here tonight. Smelled booze on her breath. And I went nuts. And that's when Brenda and John said, "No, I know what he said." They saved my life because they loved me. And they knew I was dangerously insane and about to be, I was dangerous to myself. And a lot of it was this tuberculosis, depression from being that sick that long. And so I focused it on this girl, and when that lifted, it lifted. I did therapy, I did meditation, and I started walking. I did a 56-page 4-step, and I just started getting better. And I ran into my friends who were here tonight. Some of them were here tonight, the energy workers. and we started doing chakra clearing, energy work, and it's a whole new way to help people. And we've been doing that, I've been doing that for 2 years. Hundreds of people have been coming over to the house, and we work with energy from the universe, and we help people heal. And it's like, wow, you just get out of the way and let it happen. And that has been the biggest thing. Nancy read me my horoscope for the next year, and it was like, oh my God, you're kidding me. It said all these wonderful things are going to happen for me and are happening to me, writing, speaking, working with people, helping with, what did it say? Weird universal change. Not weird, but good universal change. And it's already happening. And so I'm so excited. And when I stand here and look at you all still looking at me, hi Billy. You look so good tonight. I don't really think so much about the last. She's a beautiful girl. That Billy is special. As we all are. See, I'm not really special. I'm very ordinary. But I think we're all pretty extraordinary thinkers. And with the love and help of each other, we can help change the world. What was I going to say? About the energy work or something? Oh, Billy. It was Billy. You got me again. I'm not so much excited about the last 25 years. I'm really excited about the next 25. And the things that are possible for me when I get out of the way and let it happen. I was fat rat, and I should have died. And today I'm here is a blessing and a gift. And to have a gift like this, it's just imperative that I give it away and help. That's why it happened. So thank you all for coming. We're going to dance and stuff now. And watch out for Billy.